Hello everyone. Well, today I got my Spectrum Sky Model Aircraft Transponder. It's kind of like a license plate for your aircraft. Now I know how most of you feel about having to comply with this when you're not part of the problem with your airplanes and helicopters. As a member of the AMA, including the Hall of Fame, I've always tried to help people with flying, building, product mods, new product reviews, etc. So today, I'm showing you, whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not, this Sky Transponder and what is sure to become a controversial item, and how I'm using this module. Okay, model airplane Cubs can actually apply for what's called a FAA, and this is a place where you don't have to have an ID module on your aircraft and you can legally fly there. But you know, I personally don't want to drive 17 miles to a FAA club site, drive a dirt road, get all the way out there, fly something that is so small won't take off in the grass. We're only going to fly a couple times. And so, to be legal, I decided to do this. And that's why I got the module. So I can fly wherever I want. Well, at first I thought it would be simple to just switch from plane to plane since, you only need one. They cost $99 each, and I'm told Horizon's not making much profit, as they probably don't like all this either. They could probably sell a 12-pack. Well, I've been involved and I've read all the minutes to everything, and I know the AMA fought hard, and if you followed it, you would have to quit flying altogether under the old rules of cell access, everything that the FAA wanted. They wanted a list of all of your aircraft and the weights and everything. How, are you kidding me? Some of you say they didn't fight hard enough. And it's pretty hard to fight City Hall, and especially these days. But at least with these transponders, we still can fly. Luckily, only Bluetooth range, so it's not that big of a deal. And if you lose your plane, you're going to be able to easily find it on a drone registration app. I wonder why it's not called the Model Aircraft Registration app instead. Oh, I know. Yeah, you do too. Okay, I know many of you say you won't comply anyway, and that's fine, I don't care. I'm only doing it to set an example for the students here, to be responsible. I like the statistics, like the number of fatalities, engine ingestions, and other accidents compared to birds for the last year. I bet model airplanes and helicopters are lower than bird strikes. But guess who has to pay? So anyway, I started looking at all my planes and helis and drones, and it became obvious this was not going to be easy. This is going to be a big pain in the ass. Some helis and planes I've got are going to need Y-harness, and there's no room to put them in, no matter how small it is, especially with tiny aircraft. And now I got to put a transponder even in my Hyperfly Apaches. So I'm not happy, especially since we live out here in the country with nothing around to hurt. Just imagine going out to the field to fly and you take 4 aircraft, 1 module. You're going to spend a lot of time installing, taking off wings, on and off, etc. I don't think I like taking all that time doing that, and I don't like poking around all my wires. Well, I know I could put a servo extension and a Y-harness on every airplane, every heli I have, to be able to use the receiver battery power. I could also put it inside the planes that have the room. Some connectors allow the transmitter to be able to read the info as well, but I don't care about that. I like to watch my aircraft like a personal air show. Now, I don't recommend removing your eyes from your aircraft to look at your transmitter to see speed, altitude, motor temperature, outside temperature. Is that just something to worry about? You don't need to. And to look for all that information on the phone app while flying is also not recommended, as the writing is really small to see. You should probably be just watching your airplane and not worrying about trying to see how far you are from yourself. Just enjoy your flight. And the only thing that I care about when flying is the same thing when driving an electric car: charge anxiety. But we get nice warnings, as you will see, and I fly nitro too, so no charge anxiety. I never needed anything to tell me I went over 400 feet high, as I never do that anyway. That's higher than you think, and aircraft, especially helis, get very small that high up. And as you know, you can't fly it if you can't see it. So like it or not, I decided to make a module like this. Now I can Velcro it on my aircraft that don't have any room inside, and I have to make sure, of course, it's pointing up. Anyway, I'm not fond of this, but I can still fly. Here's how it goes. This is twice as heavy as my AR-620. Okay, 31 grams. This is my entire module. As you can see, this is about as small as I could get it. And what I'm going to do is, on the battery I'm using, it's a 600 milliamp 1S. And I'm going to put Velcro on it right here. And that way I can attach it to any of my planes without having to open them up and fiddle with everything. So my Magnum weighs it's like 390 grams, so that's over the limit. That means I'm going to have to put the damn module on this too. I've wired it so that I can turn it on and off there easily. And I'm going to have to mount it on here because there's no way I can get into the receiver on this, because this now has lights on it and the wing is glued on. So I'm going to have to do it that way. And I'm not crazy about it. I'll tell you that. I'm not crazy about it. Stupid. Because I'm not going to drive 17 miles, then 2 miles on a dirt road just to fly this in a FRIA zone. And in my case, you can't even get there in the winter. You know, I like to fly stuff with skis and stuff in the winter around here, but I'm not going to drive all the way up there. You can't get in. Again, what a pain in the ass this is. Stupid. Okay, guys, I'm going to fly my Magnum. It weighs about 350 grams. And in order to be legal, here is my tracker system. The transponder, the thing that nobody really wants. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on now. And the light is blinking. That means it's searching for satellites. That should set in a second. I don't see any 747s coming in here at 200 feet, so anyway, that's good. Okay. There's the tracker. All right. BS. So that's it, my friends, and this is just how I can still fly where I want to. You know, I've got nothing against Horizon, as this module seems to work well and is better than no flying at all or going rogue. And I'm too well known around here, so I'm not going to go rogue, and I'll stick on the safe side with this option. I hope this gives you a little idea what the FAA is requiring us to do. If you don't like this idea, you have a complaint, go ahead and write to the FAA or the FCC. So thanks a lot for watching. This is Dave the Night Flyer, signing off for the next episode.